Hey there guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the channel today. Now, last night I put a video talking a little bit about the Scottish independence, and again, I've still got the TV on there. I know you still can't really see it, but that's still the same show that I was watching last night in that video. I have not been to sleep yet. You might be able to tell, I don't know, but I've not been to sleep yet. It is currently 7 o'clock in the morning, and well, yeah, Scotland decided to vote no. Now, that's what I want to talk about this video. Scotland voting no. We had 1.5 million people vote yes, but 1.9 million decided to vote no. Now, this really does annoy me. It upsets me. It disappoints me. I am embarrassed that 1.9 million people never had enough faith in their own country to be able to back it. I'm embarrassed by the fact that 1.9 million people in Scotland want a government from another country to rule us, because you've got to remember the UK is not a country, it is a union. It's not a country. We allow a government in England, a central English government, to run Scotland as a country. That really disappoints me. I mean, David Cameron, for a start, you can shut the fuck up. But yeah, it really disappoints me that Scotland, 1.9 million, well, I'm not going to call them Scottish, I'm going to call them British. 1.9 million British people living in Scotland decided to vote no. Now, something I've tweeted out on Twitter, I've put it on Facebook, it is something that I stick by, something that I will always stick by. Progress is never made without taking risks. If you want to progress sufficiently with something, you need to take risks in order to do so. It might not work the first time, it might not work the second time, but eventually, by taking that risk, it will work. Eventually, you will find a way to make it work. That's how progress is made. That's how society as a whole has got to the point where we are at, by taking risks and making progress. And 1.9 million people in Scotland decided they didn't want to take risks. They wanted to sit back and allow Scotland to be ruled by Westminster once again. Now, yes, I know we have got our own Scottish Parliament, or Scottish Government. However, you've got to remember they're only given set powers. And yes, okay, we've been promised more powers, but whether they actually come through or not, I don't believe a word of anything any of the major parties down south say. I don't believe the word out of pretty much any politician's mouth. But one thing I do know for sure is, me personally, I do believe that for the future of Scotland, everything should be put in Scotland's hands, not just what Westminster deems fit for us to deal with. We deserve more back in the income we earn. We deserve more, just more in general. Westminster, I think, really does sell Scotland short. I'm not going to get too in-depth with any economics or anything, because, well, I'm not going to lie, I'm not qualified to speak on that, and I'm not going to go and speak about something that I have no clue whatsoever about. But, yeah, I'm just really disappointed in Scotland. I mean, some of this stuff, I'm just looking at Facebook now, we now continue to be stuck in Westminster's leash, getting dragged into illegal wars and spending money on wars instead of schools and education. Scotland has decided, let's see what new powers can be achieved. Sounded doubtful. Well done to everyone who voted yes. Already we're seeing photos of yes votes being put in no piles. That photo's a bit debatable. I know the one that's been spoke about. As always, well done to Scotland's biggest city, Glasgow, North Lanarkshire and Dundee for the huge yes percent. Scotland's biggest city backs independence, but are still to suffer the no vote. that's just some of the things I'm seeing on Facebook. Move over to Twitter, I'm seeing, for example, Glasgow, Dundee, North Lanarkshire, hold your heads up high tonight. The rest of Scotland, hang your heads in shame. People let fear win over hope. Now time to enjoy being Westminster's pet once again. The majority of those from my country that shit themselves and clung on to the UK, I will never identify myself as being a part of the same country as you from now on. That's kind of the feel I'm getting in my Facebook and Twitter. In general, the feel that I agree with. I'm ashamed of the 1.9 million people that did vote no. The fact that you didn't have the belief in your own country to back your own country to go independent. It's not even about leaving the UK. Leaving the UK, okay, yes, that would have been a part of it. It's not so much leaving the UK for me, it's letting another country rule us. Talks of devolution going on, Devil Max, Devil whatever the fuck it is. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about it. But, I don't know, just for me personally, sad day for Scotland. But I'm not going to go on about it too much longer. I mean, I've been sitting here for like the past 2 hours pissed off about it. I thought, you know what, make a video on it, rant about it a little bit, talk about it a little bit. But I mean, I don't know, it's just people would rather vote for funding for wars, for WMDs being stored in our countries, food banks. United Kingdom, it's not united, let's face it. I mean, clearly we've obviously got 1.5 million people wanting to go independent. Scotland as a country is torn down the middle pretty much, never mind the UK as a whole. I don't know, inequality is just all over the UK right now. Scotland, I feel, has shown a lot of inequality by Westminster. Westminster prioritises putting money in their pockets over Scotland, in my opinion. But, hell, 1.9 million people have decided, fuck it, let's just put them before ourselves, before our own country. So, I can't complain. 1.9 million of you fuckers decided to keep them in charge of us. You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, had to rant about this. Sorry, it is something huge that's going on in my backyard right now. Something that means a lot to me. So I want to do a video on it. If you don't like it, you don't need to watch it. I mean, if you stuck around this long, then fair play to you. But you don't need to watch this. You know, I mean, it's my opinion on it, and it is just my opinion. Now, if you don't agree with my opinion, don't start acting like your opinion is the one true opinion, the one fact. It's not. It's an opinion. It's not fact. So don't even start ranting about shit like that. But anyway, guys, I just want to say, to wrap it up, I've got nothing against the majority of people in England. Nothing against them whatsoever. The problem I do have with England is having a government down there that knows sod all about Scotland, telling us what's best for us, and I'd like to say minority, but it does take a lot of people to get something like that trending. Having fuck off Scotland trending on Twitter, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, guys. Scotland voted no. Really, really disappointed in it. 1.9 million people. You have let your country down. Sorry. But I'll see you guys next time, when we'll be back with the usual gameplay commentaries and everything. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye-bye.